All right, so in this part, we'll finish the pencil lines. We start by connecting between the trucks and go maybe a little over 1/4 of an inch and right at 1/4 of an inch to put the fuel tank in. Then I always go up about 1/8 of an inch on these SD40-2s, for instance. Some fuel tanks, like on GP9s and stuff, are much higher up. That's something to start looking for. And put the air reservoir in. And right about here is the fuel shutoff. And fuel filler. Fuel gauge. Okay, so let's put the number board in. And this SD40-2 has a few modifications to it. Like, it has an air conditioner on the roof. These kinds of things you'll start to notice. Like, for instance, this being a patched BNSF era, the air conditioner on the roof. And basically the fans are right at about a little less than 1/4 of an inch. Something we're going to pick up when we paint it is that actually the middle fan has been replaced. Details like that are always kind of neat to see. Again, that'll come when we paint it, but then we put the fans on top of the dynamic brakes. Same basic size. Right at the little less than 1/4 of an inch. And this engine has the old, and more modern engines have the horn in the rear, very typically. Okay, then we put the sand filler hatch and plate it out. Now let's put the light in the nose, put the sand filler hatch and a grab iron. Then on this side there's a grab iron that goes right there. There's a little vent right there. Okay, then there's a door that goes right here. Same basic door goes on the back. And let's put the latches on the and there's the sight glass window. Latches on and let's see. That's basically a lot of those details. We can just sort of start putting the handrails on. Put the back handrail on, front handrail on. Now these handrails are going to be yellow, mainly on the front and back. It's not terribly important, and actually even on the front here it blends in kind of nicely, but on the long hood it stands out and you have to go around it. It's a little bit challenging, but in the end it looks very nice when it stands out. And on this side, the handrails all at one level compared to the other side. Okay, and handrails are the kind of thing where there's definitely a precision to them, but a little bit you kind of eyeball what is I just sort of feel that they land where they land. You sort of see what door they go in front of. And then you also sort of see how they're spacing out. Sometimes I even skip ahead to another one. Like when I see one lands like right at a grill, for instance. It's kind of a good place. And then you can kind of, if you have two that are, you can kind of put one right in the middle. And then this back one's always a good one to put in. And then this one goes right there. And then this one goes right here. And this one goes right here. And there's basically and probably move this one a little bit. A lot of times I move these like they feel like they're not quite the right space. Handrails, I've mentioned this maybe before, but handrails are probably about one of my least favorite parts. There we go. Okay. Get the eraser dust off. And now we're ready to move on to the lettering. And we should definitely sharpen our pencil before the lettering because lettering has a lot of fine detail.